Elon Musk is advancing a bold plan to establish a settlement with the goal of having 1 million people living on Mars within the next 20 years. For over 2 decades, Elon Musk has focused on his rocket company, SpaceX, aiming toward his lifelong goal of traveling to Mars. Over the past year, Musk has accelerated plans for what will happen once he arrives. At 53, Musk is directing SpaceX employees to design the details of a Martian city. One team is working on plans for small dome habitats, including the materials needed for construction, while another team is developing spacesuits to handle Mars' harsh environment, and a medical team is studying whether humans can reproduce on the red planet. Although still in the early stages, these steps mark progress toward concrete planning for life on Mars. In 2016, Musk predicted it would take around 40 to 100 years to establish a self-sustaining civilization on Mars. However, he now hopes that 1 million people will live on Mars within the next 20 years. Musk is so obsessed with creating a civilization on Mars that he has even shared his plan to die there. All of his businesses on Earth, he says, are developed to make this dream a reality. The 6 companies Musk runs or owns all have potential to contribute to extraterrestrial colonization. Musk's Boring Company, which specializes in tunneling technology, was founded with the idea of preparing equipment to dig beneath Mars's surface. He also envisions that Mars residents will drive a version of the Tesla Cybertruck, his electric vehicle. Musk has stated that his wealth is being accumulated solely to support his Mars plan. Whether Musk can realize his dream of creating a Martian colony during his lifetime remains a hotly debated topic. "You can't land 1 million people on Mars," aerospace engineer Robert Zubrin noted. "Any planetary colonization effort is likely to take decades." Musk's fascination with Mars began when he read Isaac Asimov's sci-fi novel Foundation at the age of 10. In 2001, Musk tried to buy a Russian rocket to get to Mars, but after 3 attempts, the Russians refused to sell. In 2002, Musk founded SpaceX, a private aerospace company in Hawthorne, California. The company has since developed partially reusable rockets and secured multiple contracts with NASA and other entities. More recently, SpaceX launched Starlink, a satellite internet service that is expanding globally. To reach Mars, SpaceX has built Starship, a nearly 122-meter reusable rocket. Its immediate goal is to transport NASA astronauts to the Moon, but it is also designed to ferry settlers to Mars and potentially serve as a small space station. Future versions of Starship could feature living quarters in its nose, with multiple floors equipped with amenities like a running track and a cinema. The Starship is designed to carry 100 passengers to Mars at a time, with flights occurring every 2 years. NASA estimates that a trip to Mars, about 225 million kilometers from Earth, could take around 9 months. In 2018, SpaceX engineers gathered with researchers from universities and other institutions in Colorado to discuss the technology needed for surviving on Mars. Topics included collecting ice to produce drinking water and selecting suitable locations on Mars to build a colony. Last year, the latest version of the Starship was built at SpaceX's Starbase facility in Boca Chica, Texas. In June, the Starship successfully landed after its first test flight into space. Musk has also shared his vision of what life on Mars would look like. While scientists are still unsure whether humans can reproduce in space, Musk has said that the first trips to Mars will not include children due to the risks, although he hopes children can eventually live there. In a 2022 interview, Musk discussed dealing with Mars's freezing temperatures by triggering a series of nuclear explosions to create artificial suns that could warm the planet. Hundreds of solar panels, potentially produced by Tesla, would help heat homes and generate power. The SpaceX design team has updated their vision of the Martian city. The colony will center around a massive dome serving as a communal area with smaller domes scattered around it. Discussions are ongoing about the materials to use for building the domes, with Musk keen to ensure the city looks appealing. In April, Musk told SpaceX employees that the Martian colony must be self-sustaining in case something happens on Earth, and rockets can no longer travel between the planets. To achieve this, Musk plans to use the Starship to transport plants and animals on the first missions. After that, residents will build greenhouses on Mars to grow food. SpaceX has also partnered with Impossible Foods, a plant-based meat company, to supply food for the company's cafeteria, testing products that could serve as viable protein sources on Mars.